Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another BKFC Reddit. Ask Me Anything. We're joined by a fellow coach of mine, the Bare Knuckle Cheat Code, the bad boy of Bare Knuckle, Ryan Perez. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, and I embrace the bad boy of bare knuckle. Thank you.
I think, like, if say hello to the bad guy. Like I said, to me, it still makes me laugh. Like before you and I interviewed, I was told like, stay away from this guy. He's the bad guy of Bare Knuckle. You don't want anything to do with him. I love you. You are such an embracing guy to me and my wife and my family, and like everything about you like is the opposite of what I heard. It's insane.
Yeah, because most people that say shit like that about me don't even know me. So it's just they just hate on success. So they're just talking shit. Because like if you actually know me and like you see the people around me, everybody love me because I'm solid. That's a lot of things that people. There's not a lot of people left solid people. I'm solid. Like as long as you solid with me, I'm solid with you.
And I don't think that's a bad thing. Like if Bryce says the same thing. If you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like if you love and support, like you offer it back. But it's crazy that the more successful you are, I'm starting to see that now too. The more successful you are, the more people dislike you.
Yeah, and I mean, I was at a crossroad like what maybe like 2 years ago, where like everybody on the card was my guy. You know what I mean? So I think it had a lot to do with that and like shit. Like people just don't want to see you. People don't want to see you. It's the crabs in the bucket, bro. They don't want to see you get out the bucket. That's all it is.
I had heard that Dave Feldman said you were one of. He either said you were one of the top coaches, or he said you are the top coach in bare knuckle at the moment. Do you agree with that?
I would say top three. I would
Would
say
you
top three.
would you tell me your other two, or you're just like you're content with knowing you're the top three?
No, I could give you my opinion. I think the coach from Shift MMA. I always
Jihad?
fuck up his name. Jihad. Yeah, he's a good fucking coach. He has a proven track record. Everybody that he trains wins. Everybody takes losses, but he wins more often than he loses. And he markets his guys good. I know he does kind of the same shit I do, where he like manages his own fighters and stuff.
Sure.
And he's got enough of them to the top and enough of them winning, and he did his thing. I think he's definitely one that should be recognized as a great coach. And the other one I would have to say just off of pure everything is Kai Stewart's coach,
Yeah.
because that guy brought him from just being a wrestler and took him to the top. So I would say Kai's coach, Shift MMA, and me. That would be my top three.
My top three are you, Jihad, and then Jake Ramos out there with Kamosi and Courtney and those. You know what I mean? Like he's got a pretty good camp out there too. And you probably don't know a whole lot about him, but like I said, I chat with him quite a bit, and I've talked to Kai's coach a little bit, but not necessarily the amount I've talked to you three.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know Kai's coach either. I'm just saying off the body of his work. You know what I mean?
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Like I don't know any other fighters he's trained. I don't know anything like that. Off the body of his work of having Kai Stewart look like the way he's evolved as a fighter, his coach deserves props. Because when he started, it was just a kid that knew how to wrestle and street fight a little bit. Now he's
Right.
in there strategic. There's more rhyme to the reason of what he's doing. Like he's developed into a real legit fighter. You know what I mean? So whatever that guy's doing, he's doing a good job with Kai. So you got to give him props.
Have you always been so creative? You've created two of the most talked about viral clips for bare knuckle. Have you always been this creative?
Yeah, I mean, when I grew up, I was always pretty creative, but like, I worked in radio, and I have an idea about marketing, and I have an idea about like, I've always said like in my other businesses, I've always said it's best to be like, I believe in shock value. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, I think shock value on low budget is the easiest way to get eyes on you. So I try to hit that as many times as I can. With like, but you can only do certain things with certain fighters. Like, Bryce has done. I've done two with Bryce, but there was also like the moment that was just a natural moment when like me and Jeremy Smith in the corner,
Yeah.
and that's just good coaching.
You're frozen on my end. You might have got a phone call, maybe. Camera disabled. Come back to me, cheat code. You're you came back. Your camera shut off though for a second, so I just see myself. I don't see you. I can hear you, but I don't see you. So I don't know if you need to re-enable. Yeah, try that maybe. Oh yeah, you don't want to finish stream. Oh. Stupid stuff. Let's see what he says. He might be texting me back. We'll have to splice the interview together. Come back, Cheatcode. Hey, welcome back.
Are we good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Stupid YouTube.
Like, I was trying to figure out a way to like try to mark them better. That's one thing.
You're stupid robot for a second. Give just a second. Yeah, like you came back and like you're maybe there you are. Now it caught up. All right, now we're good.
All right, we're good.
I think we're good.
First time.
Maybe like it caught up for a second. I saw you and you didn't sound like a robot, and now you're froze again. dude. Yeah, but for some reason, like I don't know what you just clicked. Like it was frozen, but now, like I said, you're not even on. Like it keeps closing your camera. Like I don't. All right, no problem. I'll wait for you. All right, guys. Well, the cheat code. Third time's a charm. Come on, Ryan. Yo. Now you're not a robot. Now I can see you. Now you look handsome as ever. All right. Please continue.
All right, perfect. I moved out of the fucking spot I was stuck in. Hold on, turn this shit off. All right. So like I always try to find a way like with fighters to market them a little bit better. And even when I had a lot more fighters like the Florida guys, I kind of like moved them strategically into the sport, one behind the other in the order I thought would be like most effective. So at first, the first one that was down to do it was Jared. So like I was my first fucking guy. You know, I couldn't help but I couldn't do shit but put him in there. And then after that was like HD. Then after HD, Go. Then fucking Brian. Then Fames. Like the list goes on and on and on. But I strategically dropped them in there, gem after gem after gem, so that way I could build a brand behind them. My ultimate goal was to like my realistic goal was to have a champion in every fucking weight class, like hold every belt. And I think I could have did it. No, but I think I could have pulled it off too if the dumb shit didn't happen. You know what I mean? Because I would have had Rambo win 25. I would have had Jared win 35. I would have had Brian win 45. I would have had Howard win 55. Bryce 65. Go 75. Jomi 85. Jeremy Smith at 95. And the only Chino, he kind of dropped the ball on me, but he could have been my heavyweight, and then Brian would have been my female, and I would have had every fucking spot. I was plotting. I was plotting.
You just named off like a who's of bare knuckle. I've seen a lot of those guys leave you, but now some of them are coming back. It's really weird, but like it's also unfortunate. You helped build a lot of these people's careers, and as soon as they get the career, they're like, I'm out of here. But eventually they see it and they start coming back to you.
Well, some of them can and some of them can't.
Okay.
It's just how some of them can, some of them can't. It's not everybody has the open door policy anymore. Certain ones like we could get past, and with some of them we've gotten past our shit. But there's a specific two that can't ever come back. So I mean, it's just, and I mean, I'll keep it blunt. And it's like I have no bad blood with them. We're
Sure.
cool. When I see him, we shake hands, we shoot the shit, we still make each other laugh and shit and like that. But one would be Brian, obviously, and he wouldn't want to come train with me anyways. You know what I mean? But it's just we like I did so much for you, and you just we wouldn't trust each other. Let's just say that. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah.
We wouldn't trust each other. And then the other one would be HD because HD was like one of my kids. You know what I mean? Like he was a Bobby Bryce and Jared. Like he was one of my first ones ever. And he knows that I did a lot of shit for him that nobody else did for him. So like I felt like he was like family. You know what I mean? So for
Yeah.
him to do for him to feel the way he felt or whatever the fuck it was, or however the fuck it went down, it is what it is. But I mean, I took that one to heart. Like I've truly felt a certain way when Howard jumped ship on me. Everybody else, I mean, Brian came later, Gogo came later, all those guys came later. But like my core four was Bobby Bryce. There was another one. There's core five because it was Tyreek too, but you guys don't know him because he does boxing. But it was Bobby Bryce, Jared, Tyreek, and Howard. That was my squad, you know. And I used to travel around the fucking America with them. I used to take it to all amateur shows all around. I used to find the funding to make this shit happen for them. Like even Howard and Tyreek, they were too old to be in the police athletic leagues because they were just too old. But I made a way. Like I've convinced the cops to pay for them, and I convinced it's better to have them in the gym than on the streets, and blah blah blah, and all this bullshit. And you know, it's like I feel like I did a lot for them. Like, and it's not even about the money. Honestly, it's not even about. I have a real fucking job. I have multiple
Sure.
hustles. It's not really about the fucking money. I mean, the money obviously is great because you train these guys for fucking months on end, and they're not fighting. And you
Right.
know, like if you really do the math, like it's more of a passion than anything for me, a hobby, just something I like to do because, like, I'll use Jomi as an example. Jomi hasn't fought in God knows how long. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But he's at the gym every fucking day, and someone got to train him. Someone got to do mitts with him. Someone got to, you know. So it becomes like, all right, now, okay, I get paid a few $1,000s. Now divide that by all the fucking hours and all the fucking time at the gym. Like I got paid like a few dollars per fucking hour. Like it's bullshit. So it's not really about the money per se. Like it's not about that, but it's just like I got a passion for it. I mean, and it developed, and you know, anything you're turns into money anyways. So it's just doing what I like and enjoying my time doing it and doing it with people that I like to be around. Like I would never train a fighter for money, like ever.
Okay. One of my favorite things about you is you are always hustling. You're either hustling to how you can like promote your fighters, hustling how you can make money. Like I said, you're always working, you're always grinding, and that's the like idle hands, and you're always busy. That's what I love about you. You're always busy.
Well, so like there's certain people I look up to, like to be honest with you. Like some I've known for a long time and some I've just like recently met. Like not recent, you know, a few years or whatever. Like
Yeah.
some I've known a long time is like Burt Wells. He's like one of my business partners. We run Sugar Boxing together. We've done amateur shows, pro shows. Like he's truly a brother and a mentor to me. You know what I mean? Like he's someone that I've always been able to go to and say, "Hey, bro, this is my situation. This is the contract I'm getting offered. This is that. What do you think?" Or, bro, I need to get a hold of so and so. I got you. He'll find it. Like she's always like looked out for my success. Like I consider him like a real mentor. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like he's always really push me forward. And then there's a guy named Chico Rivas, who is like, he's I call him the dragon of boxing. Like this guy is everywhere. He's the matchmaker for Jake Paul's card. He was Oscar De La Hoya's Olympic coach, Floyd Mayweather's Olympic coach. Like he's the dude. You know what I mean? And ever since I was a little kid, I boxed in this LBC that he's the president of for like the last 40 fucking years. So like he's seen me grow up, he's seen me go through the different phases. He's seen me do the little $400 smoker fights and then go to the club with my friends to buy a bottle and shit just to fuck around. So like he's seen all the stages, right? And then when I came back to boxing, because I didn't want to pay for karate classes for my kid, and he was like, "Oh, son, you're never gonna leave, son. You're never gonna leave." And I'm like, "No, I'm just doing this for fun because my kid." And then, sure fucking enough, here we are, like we're stuck in the sauce again. And yeah, like, and then my other recent, like, not mentor, but I look up to him because, like, I consider myself a hustler, but it's Donald Sanchez. Like Donald
Absolutely.
Sanchez, I I don't want to sound like a dick rider or a fanboy, but I aspire. I think the word is aspire to have his like mentality and drive and like willpower. You know what I mean? Like I know I got that shit too, but like his is on a fucking another level. You know what I mean? And like and he always tells me he's gonna move to Florida and shit, and we're gonna fucking become like super villains and take over. But
Yeah.
it's like I feel like if I did live like in New Mexico or he lived here, I I don't know about him, but I know he feels a certain way about me because he's my boy and shit. Like, I mean, Team
Yeah.
Sanchez, but
Right.
it's he's my boy, and I feel like if he did come here, if I lived there, vice versa, like together, like we'd be fucking unstoppable. Like, because even with the distance that we have, we've made some plays that always come through and always work out for both of us. So, like, he's a solid ass fucking dude. Like, he's a one of a kind, dying breed. So, like, I would say those are like the three people who have like really like who motivate me, like what you said, to hustle. Because you see these motherfuckers, bro. They're like Donald's my age, but like my other two guys, one of them was like 70 something, the other one 60 something, and you see them and you're like, damn, bro, like these motherfuckers got 20 years on me and they're still out here and they're still like they control the game. So it's like once you understand like how the game's played, and like I met Dave and all these guys through BKFC through my guy Bert from Georgia. I didn't
Totally.
know any of them. I didn't know any of them. He's the one that said, "Oh, I'll make it happen." Done. Happened.
Froze up on me. Did you get another YouTube ad? Camera disabled. Yeah, there you are. Welcome back.
All right. So like I feel they all three of them play a recent role and a long time role with all those guys to like why I am the way I am and the way I hustle. And obviously like my dad was a hustler in a totally different aspect. So I was raised to like always be a go getter and shit.
I love talking to Donald. Like I said, to me, Donald confuses me because he loses so much money training for bare knuckle. Like, I mean, the guy literally goes in the, like loses money but he loves fighting so much. And
But
that's one
see,
thing
but
that
see, but see, I'm gonna say something. See how you don't understand that shit? Like his mentality is it's not about the money no more.
sure.
Like it's not about the money no more. Like he's already got to a level in life where of course he wants more money. Of course he wants to continue his success and all that shit. But he's already achieved enough when it comes to that's not his goal no more. He has
Right.
other aspirations, other goals. Like that's like a well-oiled machine for him already. So like
For sure.
listen. I got for him. Like I'm 41, bro. He's my age. Jeremy Smith is 40. Like I know I could fight, but I wouldn't. I would never do that shit. Like I wouldn't. Nah, I'm not. I'm not trying to get punched in my face. I'm not trying to do any of that. So like for them, I guess it's the rush or whatever. I feel like I've gotten that rush again by the success of my fighters. Like knowing that I could train someone, and obviously when someone comes to me that can already fight, it's cool. Whatever. But like when I could train someone like a Bobby, a Bryce, a Jared from scratch,
Yeah.
and nobody ever taught them shit. They never went with another coach. They never went anywhere. And
Yeah.
they're legit the baddest motherfuckers out here. Then I'm like, yo, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing.
Tell me how you made Bryce such an amazing fighter and such a shitty chess player.
He never played chess, and I mean, it wasn't so much about the chess play. It was more about like the viral moment, just trying to get eyes on it, and that whole saying, "Oh, people are playing checkers and we're playing
No,
chess."
I
It
know.
was,
I know.
but it's just he didn't know how to play chess, and I told him literally just copy my moves on the other side of the board, and he decides to look away and then grab the wrong piece and slide it halfway across the board. I'm like, bruh. And in that moment, if we were at the gym or in regular life, I'd be like, are you retarded? Like I would have said, but in that moment, you're trying to make so many things happen. And you were there. You saw the commission. I get that shit off the ring. Blah blah blah. So I'm over there trying to make something happen against everybody. You know what I mean? So people think like, oh, they're. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I did read on what was it, Yahoo Sports. They had that shit on the
Right?
Yahoo Sports.
Yeah.
They said something, and I was like, oof. They're right. They're like the Bryce Henry and Corner are playing with the fight gods. I was like, oof. They're right.
Yeah.
I was like, we are. But it's just that's how confident I am, and it's not like he's my only fighter. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
got a shitload of fighters, and it's like I know him is popcorn and good times. Like I just know. Like I just know. I've seen a million fights. I've watched every bare knuckle fighter fight. I just know, like, I know nobody could fuck with him. Like, you can't fuck with him. And there's other people in this world that can fuck with him. In bare knuckle, right now, in the temperature we are, in the atmosphere we are, the fighters we are, ain't nobody fucking with Bryce. Nobody.
My favorite part of sitting in that corner when Bryce looks over and smiles at you, you know it's over.
Yeah, he's sick. He's sick. So like that, and you just see it in the corner. You should see the shit in the gym. Like when
Right.
people come to spar. He tells them they're horrible. You're horrible. Oh my god, you're so bad. And he just gets into their heads so bad that they feel like killing him. And that's the worst thing.
Come back, cheat code.
Oh shit! Did I lose you? You back?
Yeah, we're back. So the last thing I heard from you was people come and he really angers them and they try to kill him and then it's the worst thing for them.
Yeah, that's the worst thing you could do because now you're fighting on emotion. And that's the one thing I've always trained my fighters. There's no fighting on emotion. Like if you're in that ring fighting on emotion, or those fighters that go into like you've heard Bryce, like he never says, "Oh, I'm gonna knock this dude out in round one," and you don't put those pressures on you. You're already in a fight. You know what I mean? You don't put
Sure.
none of those pressures. You don't give a shit what the fans like. You don't give a shit how anybody feels. Like you stick to the fucking plan, and you stick to what we worked on, and and like and you just you execute. And I think it's the relationship between the coach and fighter. I've been with Bryce since we were like 15, he was 15 years old, right?
Right.
And we've done 100 fucking fights, thousands of rounds. And if I tell him something and I'm like, bro, I fucking watched this motherfucker's fights. Like this is what I was going. That's why he tells everybody confident. Oh, I don't watch nobody fight. Yeah, because I do.
Okay.
I'm the one saying this is how we're gonna do this. This is how it's gonna go down. This is what you need to do. And now it's become so routine that we have code words, like a whole language. Like we have one that's all I gotta say, hey Bryce, bing bing bing. What is bing bing bing? But he
Right.
knows. But
Right.
he knows. So like that's the shit. Like it's once you have those relationships, like he knows. Or you ever see Mickey Mouse, the cartoon? He got
Yeah.
one we call Miska Muska. I'm like, hit that nigga with the Miska Muska, and it's just like there's just shit like that it's like years of situations and things that happen and jokes that build that fighter coach bond. You know what I mean? And that's really makes a difference. It really makes a difference because I'm not gonna say I do anything magical in the gym. Like, yeah, I make them work hard. Yeah, they train hard. Yeah, they spar hard. Yeah, all that shit. But there's no secret sauce to it. It's the dynamics. It's knowing you see the confidence in him, right? Like you've seen it up close. He's not the only one that walks like that. Bobby walks like that. Jared walks like that. Even the old ones that I train, Howard walks like that. Brian, all them walk like that. Because you either have it or you don't, right? And it's not something you could teach on the fly. It's not something like people. I'll give you a perfect example. I know I'm just ranting, I'm rambling, but I got a perfect example.
Okay.
Fames, right? Joshua,
Sure.
right? Fames. That motherfucker could fight. And this is coming from me. I know fighting. That motherfucker could fight.
Sure.
But what he lacks is one, self-discipline, and two, self-belief. He got heart. He fought Chad Mendes and he got
Right.
up. He ain't a bitch, I'll tell you that. He ain't never quit. So what's lacking? If you got heart, you ain't a quitter, you got the fucking skills, it's this. It's your
Sure.
mental. So when Bryce goes in there, Jared goes in there, Bobby goes in there, Jeremy Smith, all Jomi, is this. If we already won here, that's the rest of the shit easy work. Rest of the shit easy work.
People were saying like, "Oh, I don't know where you guys got the chessboard." I was responsible for the chessboard. I was shitting bullets because I was like, I don't want to lose pieces. And the chick, I'm sitting beside the commission chick, and she's like, "What are you doing with that?" And I was like, "Oh, we just, we brought it out. It's just a thing we do." And she's like, "Okay." And she's like, like, is it magnetic? Yeah, it's magnetic. We don't have to worry about the pieces. Okay, cool. And then you're like, "Give me the chessboard, fucking hand it to you," and away we go. And it was on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I obviously I let certain people know that had to know, like the camera
Sure,
dudes. You prepare that shit because you don't want to miss that moment either. But
sure,
I knew I was playing a dangerous game. But like the problem is, it's like that saying. How does it go? It's like you're better off asking for forgiveness and permission.
sure.
So fuck it. And again, who- they could be mad at it and all that shit. But I bet you the guy that wrote the check to Bryce was super happy with all the clicks they got.
Absolutely. Like that night, it was blowing up already. And like you said, Yahoo News. I mean, typically on a small fight night card like that, no one's making Yahoo News. Bryce made Yahoo News.
Right. And I think that says a lot. And it's not even so much like you were there, bro. It's fucking time now. Like he's 6-0. No one could fucking touch him. Like, what are
No.
we doing? Like, why are we wasting our time anymore? Like, put him in a title fight and let everybody come after the king. Simple.
How hard is it for you to get fights for Bryce? No one wanted to fight him for 13 months. You got him a fight. No one wanted to fight him again. What is BKFC? I mean, what do you guys have to do to get fights? I mean, you guys clearly are calling for Julian Lane, but like, is that the fight BKFC is offering you guys? But it seems nobody wants to fight him.
So when I brought Bryce to BKFC, the objective was 155. I was going to clean out all the 155ers. But then we started there. He went like, no, I'm lying. We started at 65 against Shavers.
Sure.
And we didn't even want to fight at 65 because he was a 55er. But that was the only fight nobody wants to fight Shavers. So I was like, fuck it, we'll fight Shavers.
Yeah.
So we fought Shavers, boom, got the dub. Then the next fight was again at 65 against Billy Wagner.
Right.
And it was like last minute, oh, you want to fight Billy Wagner in Montana? Sure, whatever. Went over there, bomb, done. Then finally a 55 fight against Tom Schoaf, I believe, right? I think that
Sure.
was
I
the
think so.
third dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom Schoaf, 55, perfect. Top 5 guy, veteran, perfect matchup. Boom, done. Then 55, Robbie Peralta, boom, done. And then it's like, all right, who do we fight now? Oh, nobody wants to fight you at 55. Go to 65. So then I got to take him to 65. We're supposed to fight this guy that pulled out Jake Lindsay. Supposed to fight him the first time. Injury. We fight the guy that was a co-main event.
I know who you're talking, but it's slipping my mind now. But yeah, yeah.
Yeah, damn it. Whatever. We fight him at 65. Boom, get the dub. Now, who do we fight next? Okay, let's fight Jake Lindsay again. He's a top 5 guy. I said anybody. Said Jake Lindsay, Trinidad Snake, the guy that Drew Angle core fought from Philly. I forget his name.
Dustin Peg. Yeah.
Dustin Peg. I asked for all these. I asked for everybody. For
Sure.
everybody.
Yeah.
And this one's booked. This one's busy. This one's this. This one's that. Blah 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 blah. All right. Well, then we'll fight. Uh, this random guy at 175. My kid
Roderick.
doesn't even walk. My kid
Yeah.
doesn't even walk around at 175. But fuck it, let's go. So I mean, it's not of lack of effort. I mean, I'm not saying BKFC or are not trying, but I don't see people calling Bryce out.
No.
I don't see people jumping in the ring after their win. They go, I'll fight this guy, I'll fight that guy. I haven't heard no one say I'll fight him. So it's like I don't get why not make him the champ or fight the champ and
Sure.
then defend the throne against all your number ones. You can't get past him. You're not the champ. It's that simple.
My wife swears that she's the one that fell in love with Bryce first, and she's the one that made me a Bryce Henry fan. But I mean, I've been preaching for forever for this guy. He needs fights, and when he sat for 13 months, it killed me because I was like, they have this star in the making, and they were leaving him on the sideline.
That was other people being dickheads. I'm gonna just keep it like that. That was politics. That was dickheads. There were
Yeah.
certain dickheads involved that were just being dickheads for no reason, just to be a dickhead. So now certain dickheads aren't around anymore. So now there's no dickheadery happening. So I think he's gonna be more busy. I think I saw like they really gave him a good push on social media for like you said, not being a huge card.
Sure.
They did a lot. They gave him a lot of marketing, and he did his part in the ring. And but again, he needs to be like the champ already. Like it's obviously he's one of the best.
Sure.
So
All right, let's talk about his brother really quick. A lot of people were shitting all over Bobby for his first fight. They didn't realize he had the flu. They didn't realize he was coming off the couch. His second fight, he put on a clinic. What's next for Bobby? When can we see him again?
I mean, he wants to fight. He doesn't care. Like he'll do boxing. He'll do. Remember, he's 5-0 in boxing too.
Sure.
So he. I was never gonna put Bobby in bare knuckle. Like I never wanted to be honest with you, because he's such a good technical boxer. Like he's sharp. Like Bryce is just crafty, quick. He ain't gonna get hit. It's gonna take a lot. Where
Right.
Bobby gonna break you down. Bobby's not gonna throw a lot of punches, but when he hits you, it's gonna be on the fucking money every time. Like every time. So like when I seen the way he fought, I was ready to rush. Like obviously I knew how he fought as a kid and shit, but like when he started becoming a pro, and I had to slow him down, throw less punches, all that bullshit. I was like, yo, this kid. He reminds me of Canelo.
Okay.
He walks you down, he breaks you down, he'll punch you in your fucking elbows for 3 rounds and in your hips for fucking 3 rounds. Not even try to hit you in the face.
Sure.
Just so you know you can't throw punches no more. Now you slow as fuck because your hips hurt. And if you wore the wrong type of cup, like not in bare knuckle because you hurt your hand, but in boxing, if the guy's wearing the wrong type of cup and he doesn't want to wear the hip protectors, first thing I'm telling my guys, light this motherfucker's hips up.
Right.
Everything's to the hip because then he can't walk after fucking 2 or 3 rounds. He's flat-footed as a motherfucker. And Bobby is one of those fighters that picked up on that shit. That's something I taught them in the amateurs. Like first round, we break him down, basic shit, punch him to the arms, punch him to the hips, and then once we see it was just basic coaching shit. But Bobby really, really built off of that and really, really started utilizing it on every fight. And as he got more experienced 6 rounders and shit like that, he knows how to do it. He's nasty. Like he's nasty, bro. And he's not. And the thing is, hold on, my fucking car. And
Yeah.
he's not. And the thing is, he's not like muscular or huge.
No.
But the fucking kid has fucking thunder in his hands. And when he hits people, it's even at the gym. Like he hasn't hit anybody really. Well, he hit the first guy to the body. That's what caused him to back up.
Sure.
But like if he catches somebody clean to the body, it's a bad night. It's a bad night. He's dropped. Him and Bryce don't go hard because I don't let them go hard with each other because they're brothers. And
Yeah,
I used to spar with my brother. My brother and I used to go at it. We used to go home pissed off all the time. You know what I mean? So
sure.
like I tell him like, there's no reason to go at it with your brother. You guys could just like move around and touch each other, but for cardio or whatever. But people always I always tell you I think Bryce is good. Bryce is great, but Bobby's just better. Like Bobby's just better. Like he's a demon. That kid's a demon. Like he's trying to. Bryce is just trying to win and not get hit. Bobby's trying to hurt people, and I guess that's the difference. Like that's the best way I could describe it. Bobby trying to hurt people. Like Bobby's trying to fucking like take your fucking soul every time he's in the ring. Where Bryce is just hee ha ha having a good time. So it's the yin and the yang, I guess. Bobby's the dark passenger and Bryce is the light one.
The thing that I found funny is those two bicker and fight and grab ass the entire like those two are always like John at each other. Like they are so competitive with each other.
No, I tell everybody this shit. If I was able to like financially and obviously have the time financially put it together, like I would love to have like a reality house and have
Sure.
Jared, Bobby, Bryce, Chino, and Jomi just to troll Jomi, but in a house and film like a week of them living together because it would be fucking insanity. Like insane. Like my brother, I have a brother, right? My brother likes combat sports or whatever. So every once in a while, he'll pop his head into my like boxing situation, and then he'll tell me, he'll be like, "Bro, he's like those motherfuckers are hilarious," and da da da. So like I know I got something, but it's just there's no time in the day to make that shit happen. And everybody got their own lives, and it's just too much. But it would be a great show. For my fucking IG group chat with my boys, all my fighters.
Yeah.
Like that alone is fucking TV gold. Alone, that alone. So it's a privilege to be in that group chat. That's for sure.
That's cool. All right. My last question for you. Who hits harder, Bryce or Bobby?
Bobby, by far,
Bobby. Wow.
by far.
All right.
Who hits harder out of all of them? Bobby, Bryce, and Jared at 135. Jared Grant.
Really? Okay.
Jared Grant got concrete fit. That motherfucker hits you. You can ask anybody who's ever fought Jared Grant. Did it feel different when he hit you? They're gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, it did." Like they've all sparred each other, and I guarantee every one of them will say the same. I would say technically, Bobby's the best. Fucking just gifted naturally, Bryce,
Okay.
and just knockout power. If you get hit, it's over. Jared for sure.
We saw somebody big from 135 left BKFC, went to the other organization. We know that Jared is the 135-pound champ. Is that a fight that we should be expecting to see soon?
Yeah, pretty much. I think if I'm pretty sure if we get through this guy, Jared fights in 30 days or something like that. So if we get past the guy, it's a kid from Hawaii. I forget his name, but
Yeah,
we get past him, and then obviously they didn't bring Albert Blas to fight nobodies. You know what I mean?
sure.
So I think it's a good fight for Jared. I see it as a winnable fight for sure. I don't see Jared being intimidated or scared of him.
Right.
There's a lot of that. I think a lot of Albert, if you really go break down his record, like who did he really beat?
Right.
Like before you let me go, let's get off on that one. Who did he really beat?
I mean,
His first
other than Keith, there's not a whole lot.
Keith was over the hill
Right.
past his prime, like, and then yeah, he caught him with a good fucking shot. Cool, but
Right.
he was over the hill past his prime. Now, who else on that fucking nobody, bro? Reber,
Ryan Reber.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
he cool. Ryan Reber has a good record, but let's keep it a buck. He doesn't have the fight IQ or the experience that Blas has.
Right.
Blas had a lot more amateur experience than he did. So the only person that I really see at 35 that could have gave Albert Blas problems is Jared and Reggie Barnett. But
Okay.
what those were the two 35ers that I thought would give him real problems.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, AJ Rodriguez, like that's somebody BKFC has now that Jared's fought in the past two that I know is a real problem. Like he's a real problem. He could fight.
It'll be
So
interesting to see if they keep AJ at 45 or they send him back to 35. I don't know.
He's a 35er. I think he only took that 45 fight because he couldn't get matched up.
Right, which sucks. Yeah, like when you have these good guys
And,
and you're
and
not
I think and
able
I
to
think that's
partner.
bullshit too. Like honestly, I get it that people could say no. Yeah. Oh my god. Did I lose you?
No, you're there.
Oh. So like I get that you can't force guys to fight each other, but I feel like
Sure.
once you're in the top 5, there shouldn't be any question about it. You got to fight the next guy up. Like that's it. You know what I mean? Like that's it. And if you're number 2 and you get knocked off by number 1, you go to number 5, and number 3 goes up, and number 4 goes up, and that's just how it goes. And then
Sure.
if you can hold and you gatekeep your number 5 spot from the 6 and the 7 until you get a shot at 4 or 3 again. Like it's not fucking rocket science. Like it's not crazy to have these great fights. But again, I understand every aspect of the business. Fighters outprice themselves. People think they could get paid $1 million when they ain't worth a dollar. Like I get it, but if you set a price bracket, like this is the price bracket. If you're in the top 5, you're in rank 5th. This is your payroll. If you're
Sure.
ranked champion, this is your pay. And if it was transparent to that point, I don't think we'd have such a problem with people saying, "Oh, I want to get paid more. I don't want to get paid more." Nah, you know what the fuck it was before you even got to that spot. That's a difference. Because some people are like, well, I'm ranked number 1. Why shouldn't I make $100,000 like Mike Perry? Because bitch,
Right.
you're not Mike Perry.
Right.
Like there's different levels to everything and everywhere. You know what I mean? Like I want my fighters to get paid a lot of money, but I know the reality of the game. Like you're not getting fucking a million views. You're not getting fucking paid. Like it's pretty simple.
Absolutely. I want to thank you again for allowing me to like have the inside look and corner with you. Like you've been a great mentor and you've helped me a lot. And you're more than like if I need anything, I go to you and you help me. And like I said, I can't thank you enough. You've been a wonderful addition to like me and my family. My family loves you, so thank you so much. And I appreciate your time coming on the show tonight.
I always appreciate you. I think you're a solid ass dude. You have a great family. I think your wife's pretty goddamn cool. I was eating. I forget what it's called. The
The
fuck.
brittle, the
Yeah,
bun, yeah.
I was fucking that up. But yeah, you guys are super cool, super chill. You know, not everybody. I know that we're not the we're not the most normal bunch,
No,
but
we're a band of misfits, and I love it.
yeah, and it's funny as fuck, and yeah, it's a good time, and I'm glad that you get to enjoy that shit. I think honestly, you found with Bryce, like Bryce is a solid kid, you know, and he really
Yeah.
respects the fact that when no one gave a shit, you was actually asking about him and stuff. So he really like people don't think that shit about him because the way he is, and
Yeah.
he's high and hello and respectful to everybody, but deep down inside, he got a list like I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Like I'll smile and shake your hand, but I remember like he remembers everything. Like that's the type of kid he is. So you definitely made a real friend in Bryce forever because he really fucks with you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Is there any slaughterhouse message you'd like to get out before we call it a night?
Nah, it's pretty obvious. I'm the best at this shit. There's a few other ones that are close, but if we really start adding the shit up, we know who's the best at this shit. And that's about it. I just want some title shots for my fighters. I think Joey deserved the title shot before Lorenzo Hunt off of a loss. He is the juggernaut. He gets clicks. He gets views. He's super fucking polarizing. But I
Sure.
think Joey's coming off of a win. Joey has the most wins in that division. I think he deserved his opportunity, but it is what it is. Who else can I? Who else can I get behind? Oh, yeah, that's about it. I think that's the only fighter of mine that I think is really being given the fucking shit side of the stick.
Well, and hopefully we see Donald Sanchez again soon. Like I said, I know he's a busy guy. Like I thought he showed a lot of heart, like against Mundell's, which was great. And like I said, I like he's such a wonderful person. Like I would love to see him fight again. Did I lose you? I think I lost you. Well, let's see. Maybe you're coming back. Maybe. All right,
You're,
you're back.
you're,
You're good.
you're gonna,
I didn't end it yet. All right.
you're gonna have a shitload of editing. No, the difference, I really honestly, I think the difference between like the Donald Sanchez situation of like wanting to fight, he fights because he wants to fight, he likes the sport. Jomi, on the other hand, fights to feed himself. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
So it's kind of fucked when you put in all that work, when you're on a multi-fight deal, when you've done everything they've asked of you, and you're not getting the opportunities because you don't get the clicks. So it sucks, but I understand it. But I feel like people like him are getting the shit side of the stick, and I know there's a bunch of other fighters that feel that way, but it is what it is. If you don't get the views, you better bring out a chessboard or some shit to the corner.
All right, man. Thanks so much, Ryan. I appreciate it. The bad guy of BKFC, I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much.
All right, homie. Talk to you later.
Bye bye.